What's up, friends? Welcome back for some more Breaking Bad. Today we are continuing on with Season 5. Just barely started it last time, and so I'm excited to see what's in store for us this season. We got a little bit of a tease, potentially what could happen with the beginning of the first episode, although I still feel like that may be a ways away because obviously Walter looked completely different than what we've come to know him as recently. But obviously last episode we got kind of the elite trio of Walter, Jesse, and Mike. That mission was fun to watch, and it seemed like they were successful there momentarily, but when it went back into the evidence room, we saw that their efforts only created potentially another problem with that new address that guy found. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to lead him to, but I'm sure it'll just start another trail for him to follow that could eventually lead back to Mike or Walter or Jesse, any of them. And on the other side of things, we saw how Ted is faring right now, which is not very good, but he's not dead, which it made it seem like was a potential case there for a little bit, but Skylar has kind of a grip on him. Ted seemed pretty afraid of her, and honestly for good reason at this point, and so hopefully he kind of keeps his mouth shut right now, but I feel like he still may be involved. I don't think we've seen the last of him at this point, but I'm excited to hop into these next two, see what happens next. If you do enjoy my reaction to this episode, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. It always helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. Appreciate your guys' support. You can always check out my full-length reaction to all the Breaking Bad episodes I've done on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below, and those are always uploaded before the YouTube edits, so you can see them ahead of time there as well. And of course you'll need your own copy of the show to watch along with me. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into episode 2.
Honey Mustard von der Forschungsabteilung. Dies ist unser süßeres Rezept.
We're starting off with lots of food in these episodes. Food always makes for good content though, can't blame them.
Dies hier ist eine neue Konzeption. Halb French Dressing, halb Ranch. Wir nennen es einfach French.
That's a mad scientist move right there. Might have pushed things too far. I have no idea what this could possibly relate to though.
Das letzte ist eigentlich nur Ketchup.
Does this have anything to do with Los Pollos? I mean, we haven't really seen any other food-related stuff. I mean, we did lose Gus recently, so is this going to be like some new bad guy that they're introducing? There's certainly a common theme, if he is, of people that are in the food business. Well, I guess loosely it has something to do with Los Pollos. Sucks that the entire freaking business is going down. I thought they would have still kept up the chain even after Gus died. Oh shoot, I was not thinking it was going to be 3 police officers. No way. Is this like a business partner? Or even worse, is this like a superior to Gus? I can't imagine that though. No one is connected to Gus though, unless you're also deep into it.
Sind Sie da drin? Es tut mir leid, Chef. Diese Männer, die sind wirklich sehr beharrlich.
Yo, this guy isn't about to kill himself, is he? Is he gonna like give himself a heart attack?
Würden Sie bitte aus der Toilette heraustreten? Herr Schuler, öffnen Sie diese Tür.
Jeez, well this dude certainly knows something if he's prepared to do this. Some extreme measures. Oh my gosh, bro. That was a pretty convincing fall right there. I like that. Well, I guess that guy is not going to be any sort of main character, man. He's just offed immediately. Hopefully we learned who he was, though, because surely he's got some significance to the story. He's connected to Gus.
You had the pack in your pocket of your jacket. Maybe the cigarette just fell out of the pocket and wound up in the locker. It's all burned up. It's gone. I can't ever know for sure.
Love the overlaid dialogue over this scene right here. Is Walter recording their conversations now or something?
You've got to get a hold of yourself here. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over there, okay? And together we're going to look for this thing, all right?
We didn't like flash back, right? Because he's making another cigarette that's got some poison or whatever it is, ricin in it. Or is he trying to replace it with an actual one? I'm not sure. Did he save it there for later, or what's his plan right now? Because, I mean, we know he didn't actually use the ricin, he used the flour, so I guess maybe he's doing that just to make sure that nobody finds it and Jesse never finds out that he was the one who took it. What's Walter's excuse gonna be when they never find it? Or are they just gonna try and blow it off as a forever unsolved mystery?
The hell is that?
A Roomba. I already checked it.
When?
Like a week ago.
Oh, Walter, you genius. Perfectly planted right there. So I guess he isn't trying to keep it an unsolved mystery then?
Is it still intact? Yeah, good. No worries. Let me get rid of this.
Man, that's got to be mad relief for Jesse, but also he's probably got to feel pretty terrible that there was a potential possibility that Brock could have gotten it.
Jesse?
I almost shot you. I almost killed you all because...
Oh, this poor freaking man. Walter needs to stop playing with his emotions. He's destroying his life. It's so upsetting.
What happened for the best. Do you hear me? You and I working together, having each other's back. It's what saved our lives. I want you to think about that as we go forward.
He is still planning to cook. What? What is the plan now, man? I don't feel like they have any usable setups because obviously the lab is burnt down unless they do what I thought was a possibility last time, just going back to their roots. Aaron Paul's such a good actor too, man. That was another great scene.
Thanks for seeing us.
These three again.
We're here to talk partnership. Equal, 3 ways.
I'm glad that Mike is still in the picture and that at the moment he is not an enemy.
Jesse and I have manufacture covered, but there's still distribution, support, logistics, that sort of thing. With your experience and connections, you would be a great help.
I don't know if they're going to get Mike to be on board. He's not as gullible or as easy to persuade as Badger and Combo and the people they'd gotten previously.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Not surprised.
I would suggest you leave emotion out of this decision.
You are trouble.
Yep, he can read right through him. Maybe Mike won't be involved much longer then if he's out already from the partnership.
Sleep on it. Maybe you'll reconsider. In the meantime, we're pressing on.
I hope that's not the last we see of Mike, though, because I do really like his character. I don't know how the heck Walter and Jesse are going to get back up to the same level of production, though. And I mean, they're just going to create another opportunity to get caught. If they got out right now, they probably would never draw any more suspicion.
An innocent man does not kill himself. My people and I are here to help. I pledge Madrigal's full cooperation and transparency.
So I guess he is some sort of significance to the story. What are they going to find with this guy, though, or his company that's going to give him new information?
Outstanding police work, Hank. If only I'd listen.
It's not right them putting this on you.
Somebody's got to go under the bus. Ramey's a good man. He'll do right by you.
Shoot, I didn't realize that he was getting fired. That sucks. I did like him despite sometimes not listening to Hank. In other ways, he did enable and help Hank, so surely the DEA is going to take a hit.
That whole night we were laughing, telling stories, drinking wine, and he's somebody else completely. Right under my nose.
Oh my gosh, fantastic shot. I don't know if Hank realized anything right there, but I love the way they keep doing this double meaning dialogue for Hank's situation with Walter. He's doing the exact same thing to his brother-in-law.
I'd like soy milk instead of dairy.
We don't have soy milk.
Wow, you're really running me through my paces here. I would like a cup of hot water, filtered, if possible, and a single slice of lemon.
Who is this lady? She's extremely particular with her orders. Obviously, I'm assuming she knows Hank, or Mike. I don't know why I said Hank. I guess I was still thinking about the last scene.
Dwayne, how did I not see you sitting back there? So weird.
You want anything else, Mike?
No?
That plan did not work for her right there. Surprised Mike's not trying to be incognito right now. Is this a work partner? Or is this like a ex or what?
Who killed Gus?
Haven't I told you not to worry about that? Now, what do you want from me? Why is it so important?
So she must be involved with the business then if she knows who Gus is. She doesn't strike me as that type, though.
Those 11 Kasinkas, they trace back to Madrigal, and they're going to get picked up by the police. And when they get picked up and threatened with prosecution, and there's only one way out for them, they're going to talk. At least one of them's going to talk.
Fascinating, man. So it does go above Los Pollos. This place in Madrigal seems to be like the head of the snake.
Here in the real world, we don't kill 11 people as some kind of prophylactic measure.
I get it.
So we're off that very silly idea.
Man, they've been throwing a lot of new characters and information on us these first 2 episodes. I don't know if I'm supposed to understand from that Mike is in a higher position of power than I already thought he was, but it sounds like he is involved in the upper echelon of these people as well. Still not quite sure what it all means, though.
Hey, Chow. How you holding up?
Bro, what? Mike is actually showing up at the DEA place? He's not gonna go up and actually meet with anybody, is he?
Have a seat, Mr. Herman Trout. I'm saying that right?
Close enough.
Herman Trout, what? We finally learned that he has a last name. I thought we'd always just know him as Mike. Hank's really running into everybody that's a big deal in this.
You strike me as a former cop. Where at?
Philadelphia.
Hank is good, man. He can read people so dang well. I feel like he's gonna discover something in this interview.
Doing background checks on pimple-faced fry cooks. Seems like overkill. What else you do for Frank? He must have needed help running that drug empire of his, no?
Oh, my guy is going in on him right now. Mike is good, but I don't know if he's going to be able to handle the pressure of Hank interrogating him. Love seeing so many great characters that have been built up over the seasons interact with each other now.
And I suppose we could talk about the $2 million in your granddaughter's name. Fring had all these secret offshore accounts that he would deposit money into.
Hank always pulling out the secret card in conversations like this. I love it. Lets people think they have the upper hand and then slams them with the facts.
Lucky for you, you didn't touch that money. Cannot say the same for the other 11 on the list. Do yourself a solid. You can tell us what you know. Good things could happen.
I don't know anything about any money.
I knew he wasn't going to break at least that easily. In that other conversation in the diner, he was talking about not killing 11 people, but I feel like after that, his mind might have been changed.
First order of business is to find a new place to cook. So, find us someplace safe from prying eyes.
I bet he's gonna freaking suggest the laser tag place again.
Good on everything except methylamine. Dry as hell out there.
Jesse, there is methylamine out there. I know it.
There isn't. I mean, really.
There is.
Jeez, man, there's so much tension now in all the scenes with Walter. He's just so focused, and he's not gonna take no for an answer in any situation.
What lottery did I win exactly?
You're alive.
And I'm broke. I'm about 40 grand in the hole. Does that seem like an acceptable stopping point to you?
Man, after all that, I cannot believe this man is in debt. What? Somehow, after everything he's been through, he's worse than where he started.
The DA take all my money.
What do you want me to do about it?
We gotta talk. Can you come to my house?
You give me 2 hours.
I feel like something is up right now. Seems fishy what Chow is organizing. I knew it, dude. What the heck? Who is that guy? They're not there to kill Mike, are they? I thought Mike was like as high as it gets as far as like the hitman of the company. Are they afraid he's gonna talk for some reason? Because I think he's the one you have to worry about the least. Oh, this man is about to get fooled big time.
Chris.
You do not think you can catch Mike off guard like that. I underestimated him there for a second, though, too. I thought he was going in unaware momentarily. Oh, gosh, bro. He killed him, too. That's a great frame right there, man.
How far did you get down the list?
Just Chow. But I figured I'd start with you. For you, she was going to pay 30. I'm really sorry about this, Mike. But I needed the money.
Dang, whoever that girl is that we saw earlier, she definitely means business.
Are you ready?
Mike said... Dude just killed him right there on the spot. That's crazy. That's freaking cold too, just asking him, are you ready? I was gonna say, that's crazy. She asked Mike if he was gonna do the job and he said no, and immediately she just moved on to the next person. What the heck is her connection that she feels the need to protect herself so much?
She ate her peas, she ate her carrots.
Dolores, I'm gonna take a bath. Go on home. I'll see you tomorrow.
You don't want me to
No,
wait for you?
you go home.
Oh gosh, such a great shot right there. I love that. You do not mess around when Mike has got you at gunpoint like that. She knows she messed up.
2 good men died because of you.
Don't shoot me in the face. I don't want my daughter seeing me like that.
Nobody's gonna find you, Lydia.
I love this scene right now, dude. Mike is at peak intimidating level. I love the lighting on him right now too, that he's mostly bathed in shadow.
Promise, I don't disappear.
Can you still get your hands on methylamine?
No way, dude. Oh man, I did not see that moment coming right there. Mike is on board. Holy crap. The boys are back in business now.
You still plan to move forward? Yes, we do. I've reconsidered. I'm in.
Oh, let's go, dude. Oh man, now Walter has Mike on his side. He's gonna be a hard man to get to now. And it seems like they got the production back in business now too, if they got methylamine.
You missed a good meal. The lasagna came out very well, if I do say so myself. I wrapped some up for you if you'd like some later.
Skylar is going through it right now, man. And she didn't even kill anybody like Walter did earlier in the show. I don't think she's cut out for it quite in the way that he is.
And we do what we do for good reasons. And we've got nothing to worry about.
Oh man, every time Walter interacts with Skylar now, I just feel like gross and nasty, man, because he's no longer this innocent family man. Oh, the episode ends right there. Interesting place to end it, because for a while he was always doing stuff for his family to make sure they're taken care of after he's gone, but now he's just fully dived deep into the role that Gus had, and I'm a little bit more scared for Skylar because I don't feel like Walter cares about her in the same level that he used to, and Walter Jr. for that matter. Well, that episode introduced us to quite a few new characters, and some of them only lasted a few minutes, but seems like others may last for a while throughout the season. Obviously, Lydia seems to be a big player in the new picture for the cooking business that Walter, Jesse, and now Mike are starting together. Seems like she has a lot of access to materials that they need, so very curious to see what her role is going to be and just who she is in general. There's still a lot of mystery around her and her involvement in the company before Gus died, and obviously it seems like Los Pollos wasn't actually the top of the chain, which I thought for a while there. It seems like there's a company that was above that even, and so right now it almost feels like I'm back in season 1 where I don't really know anything that's happening right now, and it feels like every bit of information is something new, and it's almost like everything that I thought we knew previously has changed perspective at least a little bit. And so I do not know where this season's going to go, but I like the direction it's taking so far. We got a couple of great scenes in this episode, of course, dialogue wise. We got the Mike and Hank interrogation scene, which was awesome, and in a way Mike was really the star of this episode. Most of the best scenes were involving him, and he kind of had the spotlight on him. I assume now that he's going to be part of the trio with Walter and Jesse, that he's going to be even more involved than he was in season 4, which I'm happy about because, as I mentioned, I've really grown to like his character a lot, and it seems like Skylar is really having a tough time dealing with everything, especially after seeing Ted, and so I don't know if she's going to be able to kind of pick herself back up, get back into the swing of things, kind of go down the same descent that Walter went through earlier in the show, or if she's going to break at some point and maybe try and get out of the situation or even tell somebody about it, but I don't really see that happening, at least for a while. but it's interesting to look back when she almost left earlier last season, when she was at the Four Corners or whatever that place is called, and she was thinking about leaving, but she kind of chose her own fate and kind of decided to return, and her character has changed quite drastically since then. She's obviously in a worse place, I would think, at least, than she was then, but I'm excited to hop into the next episode, especially now that it seems we have some sort of trajectory with the cooking business starting up again. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this episode. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Always helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. You can check out my full-length reaction to this and all the other Breaking Bad episodes on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. But until the next one, I will see you all later. Peace.